Party.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Cole.
My name's Az.
My name's Dan.
And we are Sad Boi Slumber Party. I got the name of the podcast
Well done.
right. Hooray! Oh, it's only episode 3.
It only took you 3 weeks.
It did.
Yeah. We're back again. This week, though, we don't know what the fuck we're doing.
Just to caveat that, we've never known what the fuck we're doing.
We had a rough plan last week.
Yeah, it didn't go very well, we didn't.
I don't know what happened this week. Were we all just busy or something? And it fell off the rails, didn't it? We've got a podcast, we need a topic. Oh, wait, we don't have one.
Crushing weight of life just got in the
Jesus.
way. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, if anyone's following us on Instagram, there's a very weighty picture just now. Colin was setting the tone.
Yeah,
it's because I was listening to Taylor Swift. And it was just fucking... I love Taylor Swift, but yeah, I was just...
B-list Jake Gyllenhaal in the video.
Yeah.
I left you for 10 minutes. You was in a slump.
He was bringing me down,
I
man.
get back, and you're sat here crying, singing Taylor Swift songs,
I was not
and he's
crying.
dancing around.
I was singing Taylor Swift songs.
You was like this.
No.
Singing Taylor Swift songs.
He was crying. I can confirm.
No tears
He
leaked
won't
from
cry.
my face. Can we just point that out?
Yeah.
But yeah, we've come into this with absolutely no plan whatsoever because last week we had a theme and it fell off the rails. This week we decided instead what we're going to do is come up with something
On the episode,
like just on the fly. And in typical Aaron Joyce fashion, we figured we'd just Google like the top 10 podcast themes.
Well, it's funny because earlier this week I said to you guys earlier when we were in Starbucks because we're not spawn. What you said last
Hashtag
week.
not
We're
spawn.
back again with the not spawn. Why am I saying this?
You said you hate me.
I
for
do.
that.
I hate myself.
I hate you.
I've said it now. So it's hot in here. Sorry, just voicing my thoughts. Very hungover. Very don't know what I'm doing.
You are.
Which is very apt for this episode. I feel like everybody's going to feel like he says he's hungover every week.
You are.
No, I actually am.
What's the fucking point?
I don't think I'm alright.
Every Saturday morning.
Every Saturday morning. Yeah, I didn't even make it to town this morning, did I, boys?
No, you didn't.
We normally go get breakfast before we record this, and I missed out on
I feel
breakfast.
like it's a tradition now, like Saturday morning cartoons, but it's Saturday morning as is dead.
But we're
Saturday morning
Jesus.
voice notes that just go.
Saturday morning. What's he done this time? Yeah, you. Oh no.
Come to my flat
yes.
at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, fall asleep on your sofa.
That's cute.
And then come home and play Halo
It's cute.
with a man who can't read what's on the screen.
If we could say a man who can't read.
Sounds weird. I took a man home.
You did take a man home.
It's
Yeah.
not weird, but I'm heterosexual.
I believe you.
Oh, good.
Stop touching me!
This has gone off the rails so quick. So yeah, we're going to Google what... The point I was originally trying to make before that tangented was in Starbucks. I was saying earlier in the week, I actually did Google, like, top conversations to have on a podcast.
Dad took my coaster.
Oh, do you need a...
Fuck yeah, I took that coaster as soon as I turned up.
Fucking prick. No, it's fine. Okay.
Here you go, you've got a
I don't want
coaster.
to mark your table. Hello, it's me, Colin.
already marked.
I'm very OCD.
So we're going to Google what we're gonna talk about now.
Who's
so,
gonna
so
Google it?
if
Producer Dan.
Producer Dan,
obviously. I
Producer
do
Producer
nothing
Dan
else, so...
Google's like top 10 conversations to have on a podcast. Until then, we'll talk.
We'll riff.
How
are you today? Are you up?
I'm not okay. No, I'm
I feel like it's a running theme. To be honest.
I'm alright.
Yeah. How's your week been?
Very.
Alright?
Oh no, it's been big week.
It's
It's been a big week. I don't even know what I'm saying.
It hasn't been a big week.
We're
It's been
going to a
very
gig
heavy
tonight. We're going to see Sleep Token tonight. So
I'm
that's
not.
nice. Yeah, he's
Dan's
not. Dan's the saddest of boys, so he doesn't come. He's not. Is he the sad? He's not the saddest.
It's not.
Of boys, is
I feel like he's got his life put together, to be honest.
he has. What are we doing?
I'm in therapy, so I'm working on it.
So yeah, we're going to a gig. So
We are going to the gig. I feel like it's been just been a
We could
really
talk about
busy
music
week.
at one time.
I
Not now, because
said
my
this.
brain hurts.
I
so.
suggested this to Dan when we were in town earlier, but I feel like music is quite subjective, so it's really hard for us to talk about like the music that we like, whilst people.
Can I just chime in? I'm looking at suggestions for us what to talk about. And the third suggestion is do a podcast talking about podcasting.
Oh. So what do we do? Do we get inside ourselves to talk about that?
We get
It's a
real
podcast
meta.
in a
Is
podcast.
this going to be Wes Craven's?
Do we talk about all the effort that we put into set up?
Nah, that sounds beggy.
That is real. That sounds
No
real
one's going to
boring
listen
as
to
well,
us
to be
beg.
honest.
No.
Nobody's going to listen to us beg. Nobody's going to listen to. Big
We have got
fucking
we have got some structure to this as well. We have got the AMA section, so some of you did actually ask us some good questions this
some
week.
actual legitimate.
And also,
questions.
I'd like to have a story time with Coleman.
Oh, well,
I don't really have anything
Yes,
to go
you
on.
fucking do.
Yeah, okay.
he always does. Tell me about the Sons of Zeus.
So there are quite
God.
a few because Zeus in Greek mythology is a naughty, naughty boy, and he.
What is the topic then?
I want to use a different word other than rapist, but he is a massive rapist.
Jesus.
No, Zeus is a very bad man, and I know Hercules portrays him as funny hench Zeus with lightning bolts. No, he once appeared to a woman as got liquid gold dripping down a wall, and went inside her and impregnated her. And
Is that how Jesus was born?
no, it's how Perseus was born.
Okay.
Not Perseus, Theseus. Greek mythology.
Wait, so he was liquid gold. What is on my wrist?
So he became liquid gold in order to impregnate a woman. Theseus was then born as a result of that. Theseus is a demigod, but like Hercules, in that he's half human, half god. Theseus, you might remember, is the guy that killed the Gorgon Medusa. So everybody always gets it confused because everybody thinks that Perseus is the dude that killed Medusa.
All right, Cole.
But it's actually Perseus that killed the Minotaur.
Hey, Cole. Story time's over. Shut the fuck up. It's time to go back to...
Dan's very aggressive today. I don't like it.
Yes,
He is.
'cause
I
have to
feel like
keep
Dan's dad now. Daddy
Daddy
Dan.
Dan.
I keep putting you two in your place.
Papa.
It annoys me.
I'm in my place.
I'm at
Because I
literally
put
in
you
my
in your
place.
place.
I live here.
So, I have a list of top 10 subjects, so
Cool.
I feel like we can just mould these all into one.
Go
I
on.
was happy talking about Greek mythology, to be honest.
Yeah, I wasn't listening.
Oh. Go on, then, top 10 topics. What we got?
Right. First one, food. It's alright.
Remember when we... Food. It's alright.
That's written me off. I wasn't expecting food. It's alright, yeah. Next topic.
Remember when we did a podcast? We started our own
what?
podcast
What do we call it?
Circa
Circa
90.
90. We did one episode.
We did one episode of Circa 90, and we went in and we were like, what do we talk about? And I said, we can have a different theme each week. The first theme was cuisine. And we spoke about food for an hour.
So if you want to listen to a food podcast,
I don't think it exists
I don't
anymore.
think it's in the ether anymore.
No, I think it's not even on Spotify anymore, but
No,
I'm sure
Dan weren't there for that, so don't listen to that.
No.
No, let's not talk
I'm
about
barely here for this.
food's boring. Carry on. Jesus. Oh my god.
Papa.
Anything to add on to food? We went to an amazing Cornish pasty co this morning without
Did.
you.
An amazing Cornish, but so you went to a fast food chain Cornish
No,
pasty.
it's just a little pasty shop in Colchester.
Well, yeah, but
great.
it's a chain of Cornish pasty company food places.
Is it actually a chain?
Yeah, it is a
Oh,
chain.
I didn't realise that.
But it was really good, to be fair.
Yeah.
And the women there were really nice. One of them just killed a wasp.
I thought I was going to die then.
We walked in and she was talking to the she was talking to the window.
She was talking to the window and she said, "Don't come near me or I'm going to fucking hurt you." And we were like,
What, she said that to a fly?
She said it to a wasp.
Wasp. Same
I
thing.
thought she was
Because
talking
what's
to
the
me.
bastards?
I legit thought she was talking to us.
God.
I was like, oh god.
It's time we leave.
And then she smushed it against the window and then the woman got chatting. Because Dan had a sandwich which had every bit of meat under the sun.
Every meat in it.
Every meat.
Every meat.
And
all
she
meat.
was like, I regret making them, but they're really popular.
Every meat?
Yeah,
They
it
have
had-
duck in it?
No.
No.
Oh,
Don't be
fucking...
stupid.
You said every meat. So what did they have then?
Chicken,
Pastrami.
pastrami, ham, pepperoni,
Salami.
pepperoni, salami.
Oh, I got it.
I can't remember what else. It was delicious. I'll have another one.
Okay,
I
good.
will
Yeah.
next week.
So next topic.
next topic.
No, we can still talk about food because I feel like
Okay.
there's. No, I'm not trying to go story
Here he
time with
goes.
Coleman.
Here he goes. Oh.
Don't be
Back in my day when I was a vegan and I ate flip fingers.
flip fingers. Is Fuck me. I don't know why I'm here. I really don't.
Flip fingers. A pack of flip fingers, please.
No, I was literally going to say, so food is obviously quite subjective as well,
Oh.
but I feel like there is, because I have quite a deep interest in food. I was saying to Dan
You have a
earlier
deep
today.
interest in everything.
Yeah, I do, but like I was saying to Dan, I had an addiction to the Food Network at one point. So
Food
I-
Network? The channel.
We were watching it when we were
we were watching it, yeah, and I
Do you have TV?
yeah, I don't have a TV license.
Police!
I'm editing this one. I ain't cutting that out.
No, please don't come knocking because I won't let you in. But yeah, so after university, there was like a 6-month period where I was trying to find a job because I did TV production, and then I was trying to find a job in the TV industry, and it was all unpaid, and I
Yeah.
ended up working for a production company. Up
And
there.
now here you are.
Now here I am. What the fuck went wrong? But I had nothing to do, and all I did was watch the Food Network from about 7:30 in the morning till about 9 o'clock at night.
Are you alright?
I wasn't.
Why is that a regular question here? Are you alright? Right.
Because I don't think any of us actually legitimately are.
It's a staple of words.
But I'd like to say I learned a lot from watching the Food Network for so long. But I
What?
never really did. I didn't absorb any of it. But I do like to cook.
Was Gordon Ramsay on there?
No.
I like watching Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, but that's
'cause
just he
it's
calls everyone a cunt.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, maybe not a cunt, sadly, but
Every week there's going to be a new cut of you saying cunt in a different way.
Ooh, spicy.
Yeah, spicy me.
Fucking look.
Yeah, fucking look. Yeah, he gets in there, doesn't he? And he's like, oi.
I like how you
fucking-
muted that so that you didn't. The microphone.
Yeah, I was being sensible.
Well, it's too late. You've already peaked it like 3 times.
Hey, look, Food and Network and... I don't know.
Are you?
No.
Right. I know that you just said that to me.
Oh, by the way, we went to Starbucks and they named me Erin.
They did. E-R-I-N.
Fucking Erin.
Erin. Hi, my name is.
So people who aren't listening, looking, viewing, I just pointed it up.
So I guess this kind of leads me on nicely to my Starbucks name story.
Yeah, go on, tell that.
Because obviously,
it's
right, so my
hilarious.
name is Cole, which is awkward for people. So when I go into Starbucks,
It's real hard.
and they're like, oh, what's your name? And I say Cole, they're always like, Carl. And I'm like, no, Cole. And then I have to spell it, and it's a whole fucking thing. So instead of saying...
Okay,
oh,
your
my
name is really fucking annoying because it always auto-corrects to Coke.
Yeah.
And now
I just give up now. He's just known
I'm
as
butting
Coke.
with the one story that I have ever of when you put in our group chat, do you mind picking up Coke? And I was halfway to the shop and I went, yeah, do you want diet or normal? And you was like, I meant,
pick up
do you
Coke.
mind picking up Coke? I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
He's like, I'm at this shop. What do you want?
You know what's funny though? Is like people think I'm going to get cocaine. Like I'm legit. Like I said earlier in a group chat, not our group chat. Obviously, that'd be weird. I was
Talking
like,
about me.
yeah. I said I was going to pick up Dan and Coke. They're like, it sounds like you're going to have a fun afternoon. Just me and Dan doing lines all afternoon. So, yeah.
But yes, that's
Anyway,
I am
back
Coke.
to your Starbucks
Hi,
name.
my name's Coke. Yeah, but I have a Starbucks name, so it's just easy for me to say. It tends to vary, so I can be like, oh, my name's Andy, or my name's Ryan. Things that usually, fuck you!
Sorry, I was falling asleep.
Yeah, clearly. Do you know what? I don't want to finish this story. Whatever. My name's Andy with an I. Who fucking spells Andy
Apple.
with an I?
This was a bad joke. Are we still talking about food? But I want to see another topic.
I don't
Food.
give a
Next
shit
next
anymore.
topic, I'm bored of food.
I'm going on.
So, the next one. No, you're not. Shut the fuck up. Questions and myth busting.
I feel like I'd be good at that.
Oh, Mythbusters.
But I don't want to because
The
you
moon
just
landing. You can tell me about
It's a
that. can't you?
conspiracy theory. We talked about that last
Conspiracy
week.
theories.
Yeah, but Mythbusters proved it was real.
Yeah, it is real.
It's a Mythbusters.
The end.
There you go. Myth busted. Fuck you. It's done.
Oh, do you know what is an episode of Mythbusters that I did watch recently?
What's that?
You know in Jason X where the one good kill in Jason X where he freezes that woman's head in the cryogenic in the liquid nitrogen.
Yeah.
And then smashes it against the table. They proved that they can. Yeah, that's not real.
You can't do that.
Can't do that.
What would happen?
It would just crumple in on itself.
Oh, so instantly
wouldn't
your head would just
shatter.
fold.
Yeah, it would just. But it
Oh.
wouldn't like shatter into a million
Oh,
pieces.
that's
They did
probably
it with, like,
worse.
ballistic
Like
gel
big
and stuff.
dented ice face.
Well, you'd be dead anyway because if somebody went to freeze your face in liquid nitrogen, you'd instantly die. I assume.
That was the longest silence we've ever had, I think.
I was enjoying it. I was seeing how long we could let that roll.
Yeah, but yeah, that's a myth that's busted. I feel like, yeah, Mythbusters did that better than we did. Go watch that.
Yeah, that's another show. I'll go on then. What's next?
Feminism.
Are we going? Yeah, shall we
We'll
just
go.
rush past this one?
Yes, maybe brush past feminism.
Yeah, brush past.
I feel like
feminism.
3 fucking cis white men are not in a position to fucking talk about feminism. I am a feminist.
Feminism. I'm all for it.
I'm all for it as
Next.
well. Yeah, cool.
Love it.
Love
Now.
ladies. Good.
Love ladies.
Is that not feminism? Am I getting me too? Oh God.
Also, I was going to say, I don't think you can call some of the women that you've been back with ladies.
Fuck off with
Are
this.
we going on to this subject again?
Just like to bring it up.
That was last week. Let's not
Yeah, no,
backtrack.
let's not retread.
So, the next one, the paranormal.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
I was going to say about this. Do you know what I was going to say? Should we? Because I was looking. Because I probably looked at the fucking
Probably
same
same
thing
list.
you're looking at right now.
Are we shooting ourselves in the foot doing this whole list in one episode? Because it's going to come to next week and be like, well,
We've done it.
we've done the top
Done
10
it.
list.
Oh,
What
fuck.
now?
It depends.
All right, let's land here.
I feel
right?
like we can expand on this.
We've done
quite a
ib
lot.
dib do. Let's land on ghosts, right? I didn't know if it was going to be too much like the conspiracy theory thing. That's why I didn't
No,
suggest it.
I feel like
because I feel like
paranormal's-
paranormal's touching some other shit, right? Because I told the whole story last week of how I fucking saw the whole fucking
Sleep paralysis demons.
no, well, sleep paralysis demons. We briefly touched on that,
Yeah,
but
we did.
instead you were talking about the demons that go other demons
Go in
go
your
in my bed. I hate you. So anyway, that tangented, so I didn't really touch on it that hard. But ghosts, here we go. Do you believe in them?
Yeah, absolutely, 100% without a shadow of a doubt.
Do you believe
I'm
in them?
very middle ground.
I do not.
Okay, so we have
Interesting.
a.
That's
interesting.
Okay,
We're
so
all
this is-
different
I actually
answers
run
then.
the spectrum. Okay.
We are on the spectrum.
So I would like to. Probably.
Yeah.
We're all fucking.
That
there.
show, Love on the Spectrum, put me on it.
I enjoyed that show. We're getting into
That's
some.
too
fucking-
sad.
It
Ghosts,
is too
go.
sad.
What were you going
Ghosts.
to say?
So I would like to hear from you as to why you don't.
I lived with a physicist,
Okay.
and he told me why they're physically impossible.
Yeah, but they're not physically impossible.
Why aren't they? Because spooky.
No, they're not too spooky.
They're too spooky for me. Yeah, why are they not?
Because I feel like.
So you're arguing with a scientist.
Then this is the conversation that we
I
had.
hope he's watching this.
Yes, good.
I love this because you two are going to get in a proper argument. Because I'm just here in the middle as always.
He was on
middle
about-
ground, whereas
so
you two are
basically-
clearly very much different ends.
Yeah, exactly. And this is where we're going to have a punch up.
And I'm just going to be here like, Babas.
Papas, don't argue. So, he was on about, like, I'm not even going to try and get too sciencey, but he was basically on about, like, momentum and, like, if a ghost existed, right, they'd be weightless, essentially, right? So, like, if a ghost was to, like, flick this can off the table, it would be physically impossible to do it because there wouldn't be enough force behind a ghost to push a can off.
Yes, but also.
Unless we're literally going to say ghosts of magic, in which science and physics goes out the window.
I feel like there's an element of science and physics going out the window though, because as we touched on last week, we don't have an understanding of these kind of interdimensional rifts and different other ways in
We
which
don't even know if that's real.
what interdimensional
Interdimensional
No, I feel
stuff.
like- yeah, like we don't know, but that's literally it. We don't know that ghosts can't to an extent.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I haven't.
Okay, Dan, have you ever seen a ghost?
No, I have not.
But there is a ton of unexplained shit that I have experienced and that I know other people have experienced that cannot be explained.
Like what?
So,
Example, please.
For example, I know somebody that lived in not a particularly old house, a house that was built in like the 50s.
Yeah.
And they just get a bad vibe from like a certain area of that house. And that just so happened to be an area near to where their bedroom was. And they quite regularly would hear footsteps and laughter. At like late night, you know, in the dark. All right, skeptic.
I'm laughing
face.
at him
his-
where he just
I
went,
was genuinely intrigued.
No, you just went,
I was genuinely intrigued. What he's saying.
they quite regularly hear things that can't be explained. Things would be moved. Cupboard
Yeah.
doors would be opened. That kind of thing. And I know that we spoke about it to a degree last week. But Ghost Adventures, yes, it's purely entertainment. It's very, very over the top.
Yeah.
I feel like there is a degree of
it's-
that which you cannot. You
Yeah,
cannot
but
explain
again,
away.
but at the same time though, because like that again, it's like what Dan said. Is it all bollocks? Right, last week he
Essentially,
mentioned it. Right, is it all bollocks? Because it's on telly, you can edit stuff, whatever. So because I've never actually experienced anything like that, that's why I'm
Yeah,
skeptical.
but I haven't experienced anything. But maybe it's my imagination. Maybe it's other people's imagination.
Yeah, but
gets in the way
that's
of
literally what I was going to say, because there is that level of like, is it a trick of the mind? It's like places that feel a vibe. I believe in that, but because if like horrible things have happened in a place and you're especially if you're aware of it,
Yeah,
you
but-
can feel that fucking thing.
So
you
there's
know?
several theories around ghosts in general. One of the ones that I kind of subscribe to a degree is something called the stone tape theory, which story time.
never heard that whole
This fucking dude, he knows everything.
So basically, you know when you go into like an old place,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if you do get that kind of like, it
Yeah,
feels
it feels-
real heavy,
yeah.
or you get an energy
Yeah.
about it. And I'm a big believer in different energy and the way that
Yeah.
you know things can feel and interact. But with old buildings, because, and this is going to sound bullshit, but like because of the construction, because of the way that they were built with quite porous materials, especially with like castles and old buildings built with stone. So a lot of that leads the way to take on energy and absorb the energy from highly emotional and intense moments in people's lives. For example, trauma or
Storytelling
abuse or anything that's gone on. So you think about like the Amityville, for example, or like the Villisca Axe Murder House, places that have had really intense, things happen within the walls, like murders and stuff.
Yeah.
They take on that energy, and those buildings can take on those feelings, those emotions, so that when you walk into a place, it instantly radiates. But then on the flip of that, you can feel it. And our bodies as well, we don't understand, to a degree, on like a scientific level, how our bodies react to that energy and why we get those kind of vibes.
But on the flip of that,
like the hairs stand on your end, and it's like, oh, I'm feeling something. Where does that come from? What is the
because your brain response? Is like,
yeah, but also not. I feel like going, oh, it's just all up here. It's just all our imagination. That's trying to explain it away rather than being open-minded enough to go, well, maybe there is something. We just don't understand the landscape. We don't.
Oh no, that's not me trying to shut it down.
No, I know.
It's just, to be fair, I would like to be proven wrong. Because I love the idea of it. That sounds fucked up.
I love the idea of ghosts.
Yeah, no, because I love horror and stuff in general. So
and also
it does intrigue me. The concept of it and stuff like that does intrigue me. But again, it's that thing of like, until I see it,
yeah, of course,
or experience something like that,
I like this.
Because like the horror, like what you're saying about places having horrible things happen, like in the history, how long has this fucking planet been here?
Billions of years.
Yeah, exactly. Horrible shit has happened on every inch of this fucking planet. Yeah. Over time. So that's why I don't fully subscribe to that idea.
But we are the first life forms with our level of intelligence.
But
to have an
but
understanding
even still within that, within like this like age of humankind and stuff like that, there'd have been shit happen everywhere. Like where we're sat right now, there's probably been murders and shit happen over time, or battles or whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think it also depends on the place. It depends on the building. It depends on
Unless it is just the fact that it is the building, like the construction.
Yeah, but also you have
who knows?
You have an element of like where on the planet it is. You've got things like ley lines.
Dan has no idea.
Yeah,
I switched off if I'm honest.
Oh. You fucking prick! We're having a nice conversation about ghosts. Do you not find it intriguing, like the theory of like
I do.
hauntings
Like I said, I'm very much in the middle.
Yeah.
So it could go
As
either way.
with everything with me, I don't feel strongly either way.
So which basically means you don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like everything.
You like everything.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like I don't necessarily believe in ghosts, but I do believe in like emotions and like what you were talking about, the whole stone tape thing. I believe like energies and auras and stuff like that. But I don't necessarily think that's ghosts.
Yeah, but
do you know what I mean?
You've got to
like the
like
concept
corporeal
of ghosts of like slapping a can off and stuff like that.
Yeah, you've got
And like
ghosts.
demons and shit.
Yeah,
I feel
don't
like
know.
that whole turning the lights off and moving something over. If you was a ghost, why the fuck would you do that?
Why would you be doing that?
Yeah.
Even if you were fucking evil.
Look, I'm here.
Yeah, I'm here. Hello. I've
Notice
moved it.
me.
Yeah.
But you've also got to bear in mind, like, it takes a lot of energy for ghosts to do shit like that.
This
So-
also ties into our reincarnation thing as well.
It does.
And then maybe they're trapped spirits who never passed
Exactly.
to the other
They've
side.
got
Who knows?
unfinished business. They're just trying to communicate. Or maybe it is that kind of, like I mentioned last week, the interaction of different dimensions and different universes in which we're kind of doing this
We're
again.
on different levels.
But like, yeah, that kind of like passing over of different things where we're experiencing.
You're uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm warm, very
But
uncomfortable.
also,
I'll
we've
make
got,
you uncomfortable.
Oh my god. Cole makes me uncomfortable every time he speaks. I love you, I'm joking.
also we've got to bear in mind that time is a construct and might not necessarily be linear. So where we're interacting with ghosts, it might be a looping over of the fucking timeline,
Like
the
a
space-time
timeline.
continuum.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah.
It's not ghosts at all.
It's just that
It's just
we're
people in a different thing.
and you've also got to bear in mind
Deja vu, going back to that.
Now we're
Interstellar.
talking about multiverse.
the end. Yeah, I mean the ending of Interstellar, for example, where he goes through the black hole and he's able to interact with
seen
his
it.
daughter.
Oh, yeah. Have you not
push
seen
the
it?
bookcase
Yeah, legit. He like gets into space.
in a bookcase.
And he's like in this weird bookcase, and like Cole saying, he can like interact with people through time and space, and like
So there's like a degree of like
Crazy.
space
Cool.
ghosts, basically, coast to coast.
Space Ghost. What show that is?
Yeah.
Did you ever used to watch that?
No, I
What?
was never cool enough.
Space
you
Ghost.
weren't.
Space Ghost, coast to coast.
Never.
Yeah, you never watched
I'm
Space
aware of it,
Ghost
I never
or
watched
Space
it.
Ghost Coast to Coast?
No.
So Space Ghost is an old Hanna-Barbera action hero from years ago. You know, did
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo?
Like
Okay,
the Captain
right.
Flintstones
Yeah.
and stuff.
So yeah, Space Ghost, right? But then in the 90s, for some reason they made a weird chat show of him. Like Kevin Smith was on there, Matt Groening, loads of famous people.
But just with this
Right.
animated
The Macho Man
character.
Randy Savage
Cool.
was on there.
Why is my microphone falling down?
Why is my soul...
It's like our
slowly
lives.
moving? Yeah.
Slowly crumbling in front of us.
Let's see if I can move this without making too much noise.
Good.
Okay.
So we're in the middle of ghosts.
But then also you've got the religious element to it. You mentioned about demons and stuff. I don't know
The concept of demons freaks me the fuck out.
does,
The
yeah.
movie The Omen scares me.
What, so you...
Children.
Yeah.
I don't like
It
children.
freaks
anyway,
you
all
out, but you
children.
don't believe in
The
it.
concept of it freaks me out.
But not... You don't believe in the concept.
I don't believe in ghosts.
But you believe in demons.
No, I don't necessarily believe in
Don't
demons.
necessarily
I'm getting very
But at the same
confused
time, I
now.
don't want to fuck with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's different. I don't want to fuck with that.
But if you don't believe in it, then fuck with it. Because if you don't believe in it, then...
No, because what if then I
nothing-
do have to believe in it and I'm possessed and it's too late? You know what I'm saying?
On that subject, I'm going to fucking do my own thing now. Have you ever watched BuzzFeed Unsolved?
Yes. It's
No.
like Ghost Adventures, but
you
worse.
would very... No, it's better than that.
It's not.
'Cause it's two
better than that.
guys.
To an argument.
One of them very much believes in it, and the other one does not at all.
Do you know where that
And
dynamic
he
comes
will-
from? It's called the X-Files. I am the Fox
It
Mulder.
is, yeah.
He is
I'm
the
Scully.
Dana Scully.
We fuck
Yeah, but-
and have a baby. It's an alien. I don't know.
It is.
Yeah, he is an alien. She has an alien.
Anyway, we're not talking about X-Files. Fuck you.
But that's that dynamic of what you've got to have a skeptic, you've got to have a believer.
Yeah, and it makes it entertaining.
Oh, no, I
That's
understand.
entertainment.
Makes it entertaining.
Yeah, that's why you two are entertainment, and I'm just fucking sat here.
Producer Dan! Sorry, Dan.
Alright, fuck my story. Go back
No,
to
no,
what
all
we're
of
talking about.
BuzzFeed-
No, I don't want to talk
no,
about it.
no.
I don't want to talk about it now.
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
You're a fucking piece of shit, Coleman. You tell the
Do you know
story.
what?
Dan, I'm going.
I have no stories to tell anymore.
No, please, I actually want to know.
BuzzFeed Unsolved.
You're upsetting the audience. You tell us all now.
Go on.
You upset me.
Go on,
I was
please.
going to say, but don't like your attitude.
You stank a week. Stop bringing it into the episode. Tell us your story.
There was no story. I was just going to say about BuzzFeed Unsolved. It's just a nice dynamic to see because one person, I can see his
Do they
fucking
actually
face.
do
in
they
my
prove
peripheral.
some shit? Oh, like,
Like, no, because nothing does in those programs.
yeah, because it's
But
not real.
Exactly. But it's like one
Excuse
of them
me.
very much believes in it. He's very scared to do anything. The other one is on the other end. What's your problem?
You've upset Dad.
I'm not,
You've upset Daddy
No,
Dad.
just carry on. I'm intrigued.
you're not intrigued because you know it anyway.
You're fucking-
You just being a fucking piece of shit like you have all week.
Why do I always get the short end of the stick on this fucking podcast?
I love that the heat has spilled into the episode. There's been heat this week.
I love you all.
We've been very heated.
been
You was going to
very
get a punch in the
intense
face the other day.
Yeah.
It's very
Not
yeah,
from
'cause
me,
I'm
from
winding
him.
up.
He was winding me up in the car. He's been horrible to me,
I wasn't
everybody.
being horrible. I was pushing his buttons.
He was pushing my buttons. He
Yeah,
knows the
exactly.
buttons.
Piece of shit.
I do know the buttons.
And he was dialing them, all of them.
We've been
fucking
together
night.
for like
We've
a
been
decade.
together.
Yeah, and so of course I know the buttons to push.
Yeah, he pressed them. And
Yeah.
I was about to press his on his nose.
You did with a car door.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did. You fucking
Shut
slammed
up.
it.
It's like, stay in the car.
We went to go see Ghostbusters, which leads us
back to the ghosts.
That's really good.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts because I don't believe in them. But sleep paralysis demons do believe in them.
Yeah, because you've seen them. But
Yeah.
this is it. If you were to see a ghost, do you reckon you'd then start to be like,
Oh, yeah, if I actually saw... That's what I'm saying.
or like just had an experience where
Yeah.
you're just like, I can't explain this.
Yes,
thing.
legit that. Like, I've never had that. Which actually leads me on to like the whole like thing with psychics and stuff like that as well, because that's all part of that world.
Mediumship.
And
Oh, I
again,
don't believe that shit at all.
to be fair, I saw a medium in a weird show. It was behind the playhouse in
shed.
some little theatre. It was in my shed. It was in my shed. He come over. There's 10 of us out there.
He was
Might as well
medium,
have been,
and
to
he
be
was
fair.
medium-sized.
Yes. No. Anyway, saw this dude. I forgot his name now. It was only a couple of months ago.
I feel like that joke got lost.
But-
Carry on.
What did you say?
He was medium, and he was medium-sized. Carry on.
It was shit. That's why I ignored it.
Made me laugh.
Yeah, he's a real piece of shit as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. What was I saying? Saw a medium. Yes. Anyway, so at this show, he was saying some shit that was like really on the fucking money with a couple of people. A couple of people he was a bit ropey with. Didn't really get it. But like,
But were these people premeditated?
well, yeah, exactly.
That's
to
the
be fair,
problem.
this is what I was going to say. Why are you
It's just
sniffing my
It's the same
fingers?
with everything. If you put a
They've been in
couple
my
of people
bum.
in the audience, that is like, oh,
You've just
we,
kissed that.
we've never met before, have we?
No, I was
No,
gonna say,
Derek, we haven't.
one of the guys that was there, and this is why I was a bit shit at the same time. One of the guys was there was like, yeah, I've seen him loads of times. So he's obviously got this fucking dude's story before. He's just repeating it to him. Being like, yep, she's back. Barbara's here. and she still loves you, and she's saying all the best. And it's like, what? You just fucking tell him what he wants to hear. So yeah, it's a bit bullshit, isn't it? Really.
A little bit.
It is
I think
bullshit.
you've got different.
A couple of people they said they weren't there before, and it was like,
Yeah, I think you've got different
Yeah,
degrees
but,
of that. You've got those kind of people that do those shows in
Yeah.
front of people, and they are just pulling on people's heartstrings, and they're
Yeah.
just playing off this thing, and they've got stooges in their and they're doing it to
That'll be
fucking.
annoying.
Yeah, it will be. You'll have to edit that out. And they're doing it to kind of really like just
So,
fucking manipulate.
again,
people.
speaking about mad shit like that as well, my ex's mate from work is a medium, but not like, she isn't like a working medium.
Is she medium sized?
For fuck's sake, Colin. Anyway, so she can see shit, like properly see shit.
Oh, okay.
Like she was like telling her that she like walked down the street and like see
like Ghostbusters,
ghosts.
like that scene where there's the
legit
fucking
like
cab
the
driver.
Sixth Sense. Like there's just fucking ghosts everywhere and shit. And like she was telling some like real crazy stories. She was like, I can go into a house and tell you if anything's there, straight up.
I don't like the idea of that because the kid in the Sixth Sense is called Cole, and that's me.
Yeah. But how fucked up's that? Imagine just being able to go somewhere and like she was saying she could feel
See.
like energies and stuff like that properly though, and like communicate with like if you wanted to like communicate with someone that had passed away or whatever, she could probably
Find them,
Find
access
them,
them.
yeah.
But also, is that all bullshit?
I don't know.
I
But
mean,
this
yeah,
woman was like
right away, I'm like, I'm going to tell you what's in this room, but you can't see it, I can.
Yeah.
So I can just talk complete shit.
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, this woman doesn't like sell it. Do you know what I mean? That's
it's
what.
just that
That's
she has
what makes it a bit more profound to me. Is that like she's like, I legit have to shut off because it's terrifying.
But you've also got like animal mediums, and that's bollocks.
Oh yeah, that's bollocks.
Like, because you can't fucking talk
I
to
spoke
animals.
to Toby. He's in the garden, in the dirt.
You think you goes in the garden having a great time with his ball?
No.
He's in the dirt! He's dead! Toby is dead! He's not coming back!
He's still dead, and he still hates you.
But like the people.
I don't know why I say Toby.
Toby Maguire.
Toby the dog. I don't know.
But it's like
Good old Toby.
It's like you can't fucking talk to animals when they're alive. Why
Right,
can
so
you talk
what
to
would
them
they
when
be
they're
kids? They go on the other side and they're like, yes, I
speak
miss
English now.
I miss Papa.
If like Bruce
I
was to
hate
die,
when you name me Spike.
that's not my name. My name is Alejandro. And I'm from Mexico.
I'm Mexican descent. My name's Toby and I'm from the dirt.
I hate that you always misgendered me.
Like Selena, my cat.
Like Selena, your cat.
That was actually a boy. That's really depressing, wasn't it? That poor cat.
I know.
Took it to the vets and they're like, this is a girl. I was like, boy, sorry.
I had the same with my cat. But
Oh,
the
really?
other way round.
Oh, it was a boy, girl.
Yeah.
But then how
John.
can you not tell? Is it like a turtle?
John. Cats have innie penises.
Do they?
Oh no, cats' dicks don't like float about, do they?
Let's not talk
Float
about
about.
innie and outie penises
Actually,
again.
where's a cat's dick? Where's a cat's dick?
Have you ever looked at Bruce?
No, I've never looked at his dick.
It's just all fluffy though,
His
isn't
balls are gone now, aren't they?
it? Yeah, he took them off.
Did they cut them off?
No, they go in there and they.
They like shrink them.
No, they go in there and they sniff
what
the
are we
tubes.
fucking doing?
Put on your ball.
Maybe they do get rid of them.
pretending to sniff cat balls?
I wasn't pretending to sniff them. I was shrivelling them. It's just me shrivelling. If anyone's not looking, I'm like waving.
What serious?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
We were talking
questioning.
about ghosts and now we're talking about cat
I'm
boys.
questioning my life decisions.
Yeah.
Oh, you do every day, Cole.
UFOs though, like I've seen a UFO.
Have you?
Like I've seen an unidentified flying object.
See, that's one thing that I very much do believe in. There is.
Oh, I believe in
something
aliens,
else.
yeah.
Yeah, because you're naive to think that.
I don't believe in the
only
traditional little green
intelligent.
men. Or
Yeah,
anything,
whether it's. I don't particularly believe that, but there's something.
I think that's a bit
something
boring,
else.
isn't it, if it was just them?
But there is a theory. I can't remember the name of the theory, but it's like it's that
surprised
hard.
I mean,
You can't-
they've
you don't
literally
remember
come
the name.
out. They've literally come out and said UFOs are real now. Anyway, so
Well, yeah.
there's like COVID's happening. Nobody will notice.
And
The
do you know what
Pentagon.
the funny driving force behind that is?
What?
Tom DeLonge.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blink
Yeah, I
182.
know. How nuts is that?
Yeah.
We saw him last night.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We saw some geezer from Brentwood
Putting a fucking American accent
pretending
on.
to be Tom DeLonge, and then I
I
called
mean,
him out in the
they were very
toilets.
good.
Huh?
They were very good.
We're talking about Blink
Oh,
182
Tuggies.
band. Yeah, he told me about Tuggies. Apparently, word of the week is Tuggies.
Tuggies,
Tuggies.
just for you.
I did that.
don't
If
wanna
anyone,
pick everyone,
what
yeah.
does anyone
Tuggies.
not? Do you call it a tuggy sometimes, right? Have a
No, I've
tuggy?
never.
Give me a tuggy,
No.
little tuggy.
Dad, help me.
Old fashioned.
What, give you a tuggy?
No!
Help me, give him a tuggy.
No!
Oh, okay.
Talking about UFOs.
Sorry, I just remembered tuggy, so I just squeezed it in.
The Fermi paradox
Excuse me.
is what it's called.
Tuggy paradox.
Fermi
See, I knew
paradox?
you'd remember.
Yeah.
Trying to play yourself down a little bit. Oh, I don't remember. I really do remember.
So there's this thing of like, if aliens existed, then surely they would have contacted us by now.
Yeah, but how do we know they haven't?
How do we know that they haven't? But how do we know that they're not looking at us as these beings that are just so primitive that it's not worth
How do we know they're not among us?
Oh God, big awkward silence again. Yeah.
Second one this episode.
What if they put us here and it's like, go on,
Look, Stargate.
maybe they're just watching us.
What if we
Stargate.
are just
We're a TV
TV
show.
Yeah, we're TV show to them.
Yeah. Like the episode of South Park. South Park tells everything, right?
Yeah.
Why have you got to talk about South Park when I want to go to Stargate and you ignored me?
Pretty sure
I've
we've
never seen
referenced
Stargate.
South Park.
You've never seen Stargate.
No, because when
I'm
I
going
was
to
a
do
kid-
that thing now where somebody said, "Oh, I've not seen a film," and I'm like, "You haven't seen this film, but you haven't seen Stargate.
No.
You've seen Stargate.
Yeah.
Good call."
Yeah. No, I have seen Stargate.
Stargate is.
I didn't watch the
phenomenal.
series because that got fucking boring.
It was good for like the first 2 series, and then it just went wild. There's like 10 seasons.
Is there?
Yeah, fuck
Oh,
me.
no, I
The
don't
guy
care
that
for
plays Tuvok does the voice of God of War, Kratos.
Oh!
Yeah, Kratos
Ooh,
is
that
Tuvok
man, I forgot his
from
name.
Stargate.
Big
Yes,
man.
Big man.
Okay.
Um,
Yes, aliens. What's this theory?
So the Fermi paradox basically says if aliens existed, then 100% we would have heard from them by now. And I don't subscribe to that. I think they probably are just like, what's the fucking point?
Like all of us.
There it is. What's the fucking point?
What's the fucking point?
Or they are really primitive themselves. They're in this cycle. Or if they're really intelligent enough, then they'll just leave us alone.
I was going to say, why do we believe that another species has escaped their planet any more than we've escaped our planet?
I don't know.
That
Because
doesn't
when you-
that's not necessarily... Do you know what I mean? Who's to say that there's not, like, other humanoids somewhere doing
That's-
the
that's
exact
what I mean.
same shit
That's-
that we're doing right now?
Even if we have never had anything come to this planet, there is something else out there.
Oh, 100%,
some kind of
yeah.
intelligence.
So if
Or
we're
some kind
fucking
of,
Yeah.
bazillion miles away or something, who knows?
It's like when you look in like the deepest, darkest depths of the ocean and shit. How
You like
little
bringing
we've
this up every
explored
week,
our...
don't you?
Yeah, I know, I do. But like how little we've explored our own planet, and there's creatures that we're still.
No, it's
finding.
Hollow. We decided last week, remember? It's
Godzilla.
Hollow. Yes,
Yeah.
Godzilla's down
But
there.
then Godzilla's also in space.
Oh, so's Jason X. Jason, whatever.
Jason X.
Jason Voorhees. I do believe in ghosts. Ghosts?
You don't believe in
Wow.
ghosts. You believe in aliens.
I've changed my mind. I believe in ghosts
And
now.
partially demons.
And demons. Okay, I partially believe in demons, just because that shit does fuck me up. But aliens, 100%. Like Dan said, there's absolutely no way that there's nothing else out there.
No, I think it would be naive and stupid to suggest otherwise. But like
that footage they released last year, that was
of the
fucking
UFOs,
crazy, right?
It's wild, yeah. For them to turn around and just be like, look at all this shit.
You're not, where the
They
fuck have you
declassify
been?
Don't
so
do
much stuff,
anything.
my dude. Like,
You don't do anything.
No.
You like a robot. You finish
just-
recording the podcast and you sit
I just
silently.
sit here.
power down.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's 3PO.
C3PO.
Yes, well I said it.
Sorry. As if you're on first name terms with C3PO that you can call him 3PO.
I mean, I've known him for my whole life, basically, so why not? Call him whatever the fuck I want. Gold dickhead.
Big gold dickhead.
He has a silver leg.
Oh, yeah, forgot about that.
Mandela effect's a crazy thing, right?
Mandela effect is a crazy thing. We could talk for hours about this.
You know, like how you remember things, but they're not actually how you
remember
remember them.
them.
You know, like the dude in Scary Movies, like Take My Strong Hand.
I know what the Mandela effect is.
You look confused. I was explaining.
Yeah, it's just the way you fucking chimed in with it suddenly.
I do this, don't I?
What is your
We're
favourite-
talking about things, and I'm like, what's my favourite?
What's your
Ice
favourite?
cream.
No, what's your favourite Mandela effect?
My favourite, the 3PO thing fucking blew my mind. See,
Who's
I'm
got
calling it
some?
3PO again. Because the silver leg, legit, every time I've had all the toys, all the
It's
things,
just gold.
never noticed he had a silver leg. I just thought he was pure gold.
But that's more
And
to
that
do
fucks
with...
me up. So that was like, you know.
That's more to do with colour grading and stuff, though, and the fact that the majority
Yeah, but
of the
the
scenes in the
toys-
first... Yeah, I know, but the majority of the scenes that took place in the first film were on Tatooine, so you've got sand,
Yeah, sand reflecting on the
his
silver
prime
leg,
leg, so it's probably just looks all gold anyway.
So fuck you for pointing out the reasonings and
Yeah.
what's happening. Oh my God.
You're powered down as well, are you think, you know?
I'm R2D2 because I'm short. Blub, blub. Yeah, short and blub blub.
Short and blue.
Kill me.
Fuck.
You two finish having a breakdown now?
Yeah, what
What's
was
the
the next thing on the
fucking
list?
point?
Are we going through the list again, are we?
don't know.
Are we done with paranormal and UFOs?
No, because... Oh,
I love how much of a
David.
mess this episode's been. It's been complete shit.
my brain's a mess
So I feel
today.
bad for anyone watching this episode.
Genuinely, my brain's all over the place today. I
Yeah,
feel like
same.
I can't concentrate or focus on anything. I know you're
Very
hungover.
hungover.
You're
I'm
not.
not hungover.
But like, I just...
How long have we gone?
Barely 40 minutes.
I love how we do the admin check.
And
in
I
the
would do it
episode,
every
it's great.
time. We always do a... Are we still recording? Oh,
Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, are we still recording?
I hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think we are, because I
love
can see
that
the
you
red
had
tick.
to
I
go
love how
check.
he's going to get up now and double check.
Yeah, we're recording.
We're still recording. But yeah, I mean, the paranormal opens up this whole, because I wanted to do a fucking podcast, as I say, on cryptozoology, the paranormal. There's so many different.
this again.
Don't
Fuck
keep
me.
looking at me like that. I'm not a fucking idiot.
You have to bring up
I'm
every
not a
week, don't you?
fucking
It's like
weird
you-
person. I don't use weird words all the time. I don't think I'm better than anybody.
Yes, you do.
No, I fucking
you say
don't.
every week. You tell us all the time how
I'm
dumb we are. Like, you're
joking.
better than us.
But
Don't you
just-
say it too much. It's
Listen,
real.
Dan.
I go home and cry myself to sleep because of you.
I'm fucking aggravated.
Yeah, so are we, because of you.
Oh, everybody's going to think the sad boys hate each other because we do.
But like,
I love you, really.
No, I'm done.
You don't like the comedic effect of us staring at you.
Stop
do you?
touching me!
Oh, that's going to be a terrible episode, isn't it?
It already is. Dan. It already is.
Let's keep going.
You wanted to do a podcast on cryptozoology.
I wanted to do a podcast on cryptozoology, UFOs, the unexplained, ghosts, that kind of thing. I feel like I have a lot to talk about with this stuff. But it's very, very challenging when I'm trying to bring up stories and ideas and concepts, and you're like...
Yeah, it's more funny to take the piss out of you, but I actually find it really interesting. I'm only
wonder why I'm in therapy.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in
because-
therapy for a lot of different reasons, to be honest.
It's
I've got
because
a lot of
you have
different
terrible
problems.
friends.
Anyway, your therapist loves us, so... we're
My
not the
therapist
reason.
said that I have cracking mates, but she also said fucking...
Well, we're cracking. Mentally, like eggs.
What was it you said earlier?
Oh.
Be the egg!
I said, let's get in a cup of eggs. Eat the egg. Be the egg. There you go. That's what you got to do, kids. Get in the cup of
Oh, I
eggs.
can't wait to cut that clip.
Oh,
Just out and post it everywhere.
Yeah. What were you going to say about it anyway?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, how did we get
None
on
of
that,
it fucking
how did we
matters
get on that
anymore.
subject of you doing a podcast by yourself?
Ask me anything.
No, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
3 more minutes and then maybe.
3 more minutes.
3 more minutes of carving a
I still
breakdown.
can't believe they called me Erin. I can't believe it. How the fuck? Why did they look at me and was like, he's an Erin? Is there any men called Erin?
Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan.
Is it spelled like that?
Yeah.
Oh, alright then. I'm Japanese then. Cool. Funk. Oh, God. I'm not well. 4. Right, should we answer some questions?
Stop in 3 minutes, yeah?
It's been too many.
Oh.
We've got a lot of questions to get through this week,
Yeah, you
actually.
two keep talking to each other as usual and I'll find the questions.
Are you alright?
I've seen a UFO.
Have you? Wait, what?
I told you this.
Yeah, no, yeah, but we didn't dive into
We
it.
didn't
so
dive into my UFO. I've seen a UFO
Yeah, go on,
story.
please tell me it.
So, when I was really, really
It wasn't
young,
that bird that flew at us, by the way, is it? Do you remember that night?
I
There was a thing.
I thought you were talking about a woman.
That woman who saw us and was like, "Eh." No women do that. Ever. Well, maybe to you, not me.
No, they do it to you because you're a fucking...
Because they're goblins and they're like... Anyway, I don't know what that noise was. Please tell me the story now.
I was about 10 years old. I was driving back from my nan's house. And I remember distinctly looking up at the sky from the back of the car, seeing stars. And, you know, you just look up at the
Yeah,
sky.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, stars. I saw a really distinct, bright star in the sky. It was like an orange tint. And it was like above a radio tower. And I thought, oh, it might just be a plane or something, because it was blinking ever so slightly. And then I remember, like, just seeing it just dart, like, upwards. Just
Alright.
fucking super quick. Just fucking going, pew! And I was like, what the hell was that? Because it, like, was genuinely hovering for a really, really long time, and it just fired off into the sky. And I was like, that was fucking weird. And what was even weirder is that we were at a roundabout, and I was concentrating on this thing, and my mum pulled out on this roundabout, and a fucking motorcyclist drove into the side of our car at the same time. Literally. And so, like, that for me was a really weird thing, because it was like, was that UFO or whatever I saw a harbinger of what was to come? Like, was it some kind of weird, I saw this thing and then an accident happened? Because it's like-
wait, because this is a long time ago. Are you misremembering?
No, because it was so distinct.
So like
I
the whole
genuinely
thing
remember
of
it.
the thing that I said I saw when I was a kid and stuff. Like,
Yeah, like I legitimately, like I'm not misremembering it. That is the one thing in my brain that has stuck there for so long that I just can't explain, and I've known it for such a long period of time. I can't corroborate it, but 100%, like I'm not misremembering it. It's weird because it does fall into that category of like you like cryptids and cryptozoology and like things like Mothman, for example, is seen as a harbinger of things to come. Like back in the 60s when Mothman was a real big thing.
What's Mothman? I don't even know what Mothman is. It's
Have you
really...
never had that?
No.
Yeah, so Mothman is basically.
Of course, he
just
knows the full story.
Well, no, I don't know the full story, but it's. I think it's in Illinois. There's a small town.
Was he a superhero?
No.
Oh, that's sad.
But there's a small town in Illinois in like the middle of nowhere, where's
Champaign.
there was a big bridge.
Champaign, Illinois. That's where it was. Small town, just outside Chicago.
Have you been there?
No.
Right, so questions, yeah?
Anyway,
No, Mothman.
yeah, go on, Mothman's from Champaign,
So
Illinois.
loads of people driving in the 60s. I remember seeing two glowing red eyes just fucking flying around on this big, hulking, like 7 foot tall humanoid with wings.
What?
Yeah. It's a huge thing. You should look
I'm
it
gonna
up.
fucking
It's
look it
genuinely
up,
interesting.
yeah.
And
I'm
I'm
everybody
surprised you
then,
haven't heard it before.
No, legit, I didn't know that was a thing.
apparently used to fly around and land on this bridge, and everybody, like after the fact, saw it as this harbinger of a lot of death because the bridge collapsed and killed hundreds of people. And everybody were like, was Mothman trying to warn us? Was it this harbinger of like doom?
What a fucking mental sentence. Was Mothman trying to warn us?
Was he?
What?
But like, was he this fucking harbinger of doom and stuff? There's loads of really cool documentaries and stuff like on YouTube. You should check it out.
Okay, I'll check it out. I've never even heard of it.
Mothman is in Fallout 4 because of where it takes place. I feel like
In
there's
Champaign, Illinois.
there's a place that you can visit where Mothman is. He forms part of the storyline. Apparently, yeah. But it's
Nice.
and then so.
But anyway, go back to your UFO. What?
Yeah, so I
that's
saw
fucking
that as like
weird,
maybe this fucking harbinger, but like it's such a distinct memory for me, and I'm like, yeah, I've seen a UFO.
The only UFO I've ever seen is that eagle that flew us.
It wasn't an eagle. It was. I'm pretty sure it was like an owl or something.
It was
a
huge.
big fucking bird.
It was so big.
We were driving home late at
We
night.
were driving back from a gig from
a
Norwich, and it literally came at us. I ducked.
Yeah.
Driving.
We thought it was
I don't
just
know what I
gonna go
thought
straight
ducking
into
was
the
going to achieve.
I thought it was going to go straight into the
And
window.
you were driving. So
The road was empty.
It was flying
Right.
at the car.
Yeah,
just
it was
like,
flying out of the car. I was like, we're dead. Jesus, it was
so I'm going
huge.
to kill us and duck.
Yeah,
maybe that was Mothman.
maybe we were just hallucinating because we were tired.
Maybe.
that's what UFOs really are.
I wasn't that tired on the way home from my
Little
nan's.
little baby boy come back from your
I
nan's.
know, I'd had some marshmallows.
That's nice.
You know how your nans always have like a treat drawer?
Nah, my nans are dead.
So are mine, but back in the day.
But they were dead when I was alive.
Oh, that's real sad.
Well, apart from one of them. We weren't close though.
I was really close with my nan, and she got me into like all my sci-fi
The only
stuff.
time I saw my nan was on a Sunday, and we'd take her to Sons of Zeus to play bingo, and I'd just go play Time Crisis and not associate with my nan. I was a piece of shit.
I was good friends.
So, question time.
No, yeah, no.
No, what were you gonna say? Just because you?
Nans always have a treat drawer, or like
Yeah,
my
sorry.
grandparents always have the drawer of treats.
Yeah, theirs
like-
were in the dirt for me. Just had too dark, maybe.
Fucking hell.
I was gonna say, my nan always had these really.
Toby's in the dirt, Nan's in the dirt. Oh God, we're all going in the dirt in the end.
That's where we all end up, isn't it?
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
me.
Wow.
I'm trying to get this back on track.
I'm trying to get us to do questions because we want to keep this under an hour.
Yeah, no, I know. All I was going to say is that grandparents always have those really outdated sweets that you just can't find anywhere else.
Well, they're out of date when they're in the dirt, mate. Ooh, there are worms in them.
Do you remember Flumps?
Oh yeah, I didn't like them.
The little twisty marshmallows.
Yeah, I didn't like them that much.
Yeah, I love marshmallows.
I never actually really got into marshmallows until like quite recently, actually. So that's probably why I didn't like them. Do they still make flumps?
Do you like marshmallows? No, they don't. That's
know-
what I'm saying. Like,
Do you know what I used to hate as well? Curly whirlies.
I love curly
All
whirlies. You
gappy
don't
and
like...
get in
They
your
get
teeth.
stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, oh, it's
I'll tell you what, I love a curly whirly that's been in the fridge, so it's like rock
Oh, no,
solid, like a
fuck that.
fucking...
Yeah, no,
like a
Chocolate in
weapon.
it. I don't like anyone who puts in the fridge.
I put chocolate in the fridge all the time.
Do you put ketchup in the fridge?
Yes.
Fuck you.
No,
You got really annoyed last night when you saw... You opened the
Oh,
fridge
do you
and
know
you
what's
went, who the fuck put sauce in the fridge and closed it
Do you know
again?
what's funny? I don't even like ketchup, but the concept of putting it in a fridge winds me up. I'm like, it's too cold.
all the sauce goes in the
Why would
fridge.
you? It was cold.
But I'll tell you something. So fun facts with Coleman, right? The leading cause of salmonella is not chicken. It's people who put mayonnaise in the fridge, then take it out and then leave it on the side and then put it back in the fridge because it's got egg in it.
Oh,
Like, it's apparently the leading cause of salmonella is people that fucking keep chopping and changing what they do with their mayo.
it's always the eggs, isn't it?
I really wanted to like take the piss out of your fat, but it's interesting.
quite interesting,
Oh,
isn't it?
that's fucked up.
Yeah.
It always comes back to the eggs, though. Notice? Told you.
Climb in the egg.
You get in
Big
the
egg.
pot of the eggs, cup of eggs, eat the egg.
Be the egg. Questions.
Let's go.
Let's do
We
some
actually had
questions.
quite a few, so thanks for sending.
Do you know what's
some actual
fun? Do you know
legitimate
what is
questions
hilarious
this time.
about this episode so far? It's just been there's been fragments of greatness,
No.
mired and shit.
I feel like that is just such an analogy for
The whole podcast.
our entire mental state. There's fragments of greatness, but it's just mired in shit.
I'm sat like a Buddha.
You are a Buddha.
Let's answer
Right,
questions
you two
together.
cuddle and watch me ask you questions.
Ask
yeah?
questions.
Tell us,
then.
producer Dan,
Right,
what are the
let's
questions
put it
we
down.
got this
So-
week?
First question. Okay, serious question this time. What do you like best about yourselves? Love, baby boy. I would like to chime in first. Nothing.
Nothing. You just
Nothing.
like something about yourself.
Come on,
All
mate.
right, I'll have a think. You two answer it.
Oh fuck me.
What do you like most days?
Wow, this
You
is
really
a
have to
real
think this
different-
fucking up.
Uh,
Mate, does this make me egotistical that I know?
yeah, go on, you answer because I have an answer, but I'm really hungover and I'm trying to process how to put it into words.
I mean, it depends, right? Are we talking from like a physical perspective, or are we talking about like a...
Just your favourite thing about yourself in general. Don't say your penis.
Say my penis.
We hyped that up enough last week. There's no more of that this week.
Say my penis.
My penis.
I don't know. I feel like I don't want to big myself up too much. It's really difficult. Like, I'm quite humble.
When? Everybody who's listened to this podcast the last 2 weeks is like, that motherfucker
Yeah,
is
but I
not
do
humble.
it. I do it because I am humble, and I'm joking about my not humbleness.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's carry on.
Both. One thing I've always hated about myself is my voice.
No,
it's
what do you
what
love
you
about
love about
yourself?
yourself, or like about
I
yourself.
I'm quite quick-witted. I
You like your quick wit, do you?
like a quick wit.
I said you like your
I like
quick
my
wit.
quick wit. I can be quite quick witted, and I know how to. I don't know. What am I doing?
I don't know. I think...
Yeah, that went well.
Yeah, I mean...
Next.
Yeah, I'll give my answer. I think me is probably my temperament in general. I think if there's one good thing about me is I'm very, for the most part anyway, I have my moments. Very easygoing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm always up for a laugh.
So laid back, you're practically horizontal.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm very, yeah, just you're going to take the piss. I was going to say I'm very easy.
You are very easy. We know about that, my friends. We know about
I'm
that.
very easy. No, legit. I'm just very easygoing. I think I'm easy to get on with. I don't, you know what I mean. I try to see the best in people and the best in situations. Normally, I mean, again, we all have dips, be pessimistic and stuff like that. But yeah, my optimism. There you go. I think
I've grown a lot of self-confidence around like my appearance as well recently.
I have
like,
none of that. I have
I
none
think
of that.
initially,
I'm like I am the Eggman, la la la, and that's,
therapy has really helped with that, genuinely. And I don't want like the questions to be Coleman's therapy corner, but like legitimately, I always had a problem with
he's humble, but he doesn't want it to be Coleman's therapy corner.
It's all about me, but it's not about me.
It's all about me until it's not. No, I'm only joking. Love you. No, I'm glad. No, that's good. I'm
grown a lot
glad
of
you
confidence,
can have that self confidence.
Yeah, I can look at myself in the mirror now and I can be like, yeah, I'm
That's
right.
something I struggle
You know
with.
when you rate yourself? If you were to
yourself?
like rate yourself out
Yeah.
of 10.
-7.
Cool. I feel like initially, if you
Dirt.
I would have said like a 6.
Back to the dirt.
Whatever.
No, I'm sorry. I was just
doesn't
I
matter.
was rating myself.
No, this isn't me being humble.
What do you rate yourself? Oh, because you're going to rate yourself like a 7 or something.
That's not really me being
That's what I
humble.
was going to say. You're
Because
not,
I'm humble, I won't be a 10.
I might be a
I'll
10.
bring myself down to a 9.5.
I might be a 10, but I'm very humble about it. Yeah, no, I have no self-confidence physically at all. All I got going is that I can make you laugh, maybe.
Like laugh making breakfast. That's how it works, right?
Make them laugh, make them breakfast. That's good. That's
But
my
you don't
motto.
make him breakfast, you leave.
You two in the middle of the night. Jesus Christ. You're like, fuck me, I
Like the
regret
winners.
this.
Hey!
I've made a terrible mistake.
Dan,
I
come
make
pick me
breakfast
up.
sometimes. I don't. I make them make me breakfast. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
I have something I like about myself. I actually thought about it. So
Yeah. Oh, you
I
thought about it?
like. Yeah, I actually thought about it.
Oh, good.
I like that I'm actually, no matter who I meet, like if I go to a shop and cashier, I'm very nice to them. Always very, very nice.
You're polite. You
Yeah,
like
very-
you're polite.
I'm very polite.
You're raised
and
well.
even if there's problems, I won't take it out on whoever is serving.
Cashiers? I hope not.
Yeah, but people do, don't they?
Yeah, no, people do. My dad once threw a chicken at a woman. There was a queue, and he was kicking off because there was a queue. My dad started some wild shit over here.
Shall we have him on this one?
Yeah,
then?
please.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, no, so he was in a queue in the shop. And I don't go to the shops with my dad. Like, I legit just
Because
don't.
he throws chickens
Because
at
he
people.
fucking will throw shit or just shout shit, whatever. He'll kick off. And I'm just like, legit, I've been with him before, and I'm like, don't shout today. Keep it to
And
yourself.
that's what I mean. I've seen so many people kicking off at
Yeah.
random
Yeah,
strangers
quite.
that it's not their fault, and I maintain to just be fucking nice.
I
To
do
Yeah,
that.
same, I do
On the
that as
phone
well,
to people
yeah.
as well. You know when you get
Yeah.
like cold callers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll chat to them and I'll be like, I'm not interested, but you know.
Yeah, but I don't like when they take the piss though. You're like, I'm not interested. And they're like, yeah, but. And I'm like, no, phone down.
And that's the difference. I will be very nice until someone gives me a reason not to be.
yeah,
Genuinely.
absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, that's
No, that's
The
good.
best I've got.
That is good. Don't throw chicken to people. Yeah.
moral of the story.
Or bread. I for bread one time as well.
Just your dad just like throwing
He
shit.
kicks off, mate. Like, not so much these days. He's a bit older now. But like back in the day, I remember we'd go to town and he'll fucking like someone serving him. He'd just shout shop. Go shop. No, you know that's not how.
Like the people that
That's
fucking,
not how
like the
things
people,
work.
the people that go to restaurants, they fucking click at the wait.
He's never clicked, but I've seen him like be like, hey! And I'm like, oh my god. I used to hate going shopping or to dinner with him because it's terrible.
That
Yeah.
sounds awful.
These days, because I'm older, I'm like, Dad, shut the fuck up.
Wind it in.
Yeah, wind in. Anyway, next question.
Next question. What inspired you guys to make the podcast? From Donna and Georgia.
Well, something that we have a history in.
Well, I was gonna say we have a bit of a background of doing it.
Me too.
You know, I feel like I have like this penchant of wanting to create. shit.
We're all pretty creative people. We all have
Yeah.
this desire to make something and to put it out in the ether. And it doesn't matter what kind of following we get, but we have to have a kind of creative outlet. I feel like it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it can be really unhealthy, and you do get kind of bogged down by having all of these ideas or the drive to do something and never actually doing it.
Yeah.
And I think I
absolutely.
did touch on this kind of briefly in the first episode, is throughout the pandemic, we saw a lot of people putting out their stuff and putting out a lot of really cool, really fun, creative things. And it did have a bit of an opposite effect initially in terms of like, maybe I'm not good enough. Why should I try and compete with this? What's the fucking point? But
It's getting dropped a lot this week.
at the same time, I feel like you're not going to ever do it unless you do it. And
Yeah,
the friendship that we developed throughout the pandemic and beyond, I kind of think cemented us as this unit and allowed us to be able to share a lot of creative ideas and just kind of this whole ether.
Yeah,
really.
I mean, obviously, like you two have got a bit of a musical background and stuff like that, but for me, this is like my only outlet, and like, yeah, it's just like I enjoy just podcasting.
And you enjoy talking.
In general, yeah, I enjoy talking.
I enjoy talking.
To be fair, it was like I used to stream a little bit. I mean, I never got again. I've never done it for the following. It was just like I just enjoy being semi-creative with stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And just yeah,
And as I say,
I
historically...
feel like I don't know. Sometimes what we say is all right,
Yeah, well, it seems to
Mildly
be.
amusing.
mildly
Maybe
amusing.
mildly
It's
amusing.
it kills an hour on a Saturday, doesn't it?
And exactly that
So-
as well. Like,
Something to do that doesn't involve drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
for me, I'm okay. But
I'm
at the
sure
same
there'll be
time,
one time that we do drink while we do this.
do a drunk version of this, so
That'll
that'll
be
be pretty
interesting.
That'd be
funny.
pretty good. Do a
Go
late
off
night.
the rails.
Like, we'll go off the rails quick.
Late
We'll
night.
do that
Doesn't-
next week.
Yes, next week's idea. Let's drink.
Yeah, there you go. Cool.
Oh no, actually I can't next week. We'll do
Oh no, we
something.
can't do it next week.
I did get. Sorry, Dan, chime in. I forgot you hadn't actually answered. Whoops.
I mean,
What inspires you to do this shit with us?
it's what inspired us to do it.
It's
It was just
Oh,
because
okay, well, I guess he covered most of it, and I put my time
basically
in.
we spent
Sorry.
every weekend together
Yeah.
talking shit with
it was
each other,
literally that.
and it was basically
Well,
I
like,
think
we
we
got-
were at V-Bar as always, and just went, we should do a podcast.
Do you know what the best compliment I had about the podcast? Because I've had some very nice compliments, by the way. Thank you for that. Because like,
Yes, we have.
sometimes when we're recording this, I do sit here and think, "Cool, what are we saying?"
Especially
to,
today.
To be told like it's been good and stuff like that has been like super like fucking
Yeah, it's
cool
been
to hear
really,
and stuff
really
like
nice,
that. But like the best compliment I had was last night. I can't remember who said it actually. If it might have been Georgia potentially, but she was like. Or it might be Ross. I don't know. Might both of them. Who knows?
Or someone else
said
entirely.
something.
I was so drunk.
You know when I've got hangover brain and I'm just
Blame
saying
it.
words and not getting to the point. Point I'm getting at is that they were saying like listening to the podcast is like just hanging out with us.
Yeah.
On a night out and stuff like that. And I was like, that's cool because that shows to you that this is authentic. This isn't us just putting on a face on a podcast and not acting ourselves.
No, and anybody that does really
So-
know us knows that this is just how we are.
Yeah.
Like, we're not doing.
I mean,
characters
everybody's
or-
witnessing an argument in this episode, so
Clearly, there's
Yeah.
tension there as
there's
well.
sexual tension.
I mean, there's not. Yeah, there is. No, I was going to say, we don't really argue that much.
No, we don't.
no.
It's like this sibling rivalry where we just know how
It's mainly
fucking
you
push
two
each
that
other.
argue.
But,
Yeah, but we've been friends a lot. Like, well, obviously me and you've been friends the longest, but like me and him have dealt with each other's shit for a very long time.
Can you stop putting your finger in my face?
Never. I patronising prod you every week. But
Right.
yeah,
This isn't staying under an hour, by the way.
who
No,
cares?
it's fine.
Who cares? I got asked how many shits have you had in a day? How many shits have you
Is this
had? In a day?
AMA?
Yeah,
What, ever?
yeah, in a day. What's your most in a day? Hilarious question time.
I feel
Two
like we've had
serious
this
ones.
conversation already before.
Have
to be
we?
fair.
When did you get asked this?
In the DMs.
Oh, okay.
If you're
How many
unwell,
shits? How many?
like, it depends on if you're sick or if you're just having a stodgy day.
How many?
Like, I don't know, if I
One,
was
maybe
sick, maybe
two?
like 6.
What, most ever? 6 in a day?
Yeah, if you're like
Most
unwell.
I've had in a day.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like on average how many.
Oh, on
shits
average.
Not
I'm
on
about
average,
two,
no,
yeah.
we're average amount, but like if you're
Oh, I
sick,
don't-
like record.
I reckon like 5 most on a normal day.
on a
Non-sick
normal,
day.
on a normal day, probably like 3.
Bit of hangover belly, 5 poos.
Yeah, I was going to say probably
Yeah.
hangover.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
Yeah, just I
maybe.
don't know.
Why are we talking about poo?
Poo. Why not?
Right. So the next question: what is the meaning of life?
42.
Yeah.
That's a Douglas Adams joke.
It's
We'll
the
go
meaning
with
of
it.
life is to get in the dirt.
No, I feel like I could talk it. I feel like I could
Sorry,
talk
just
about
keep
it.
going back to being in the dirt.
I feel like I could talk, but I'm not gonna.
Of course you're gonna.
No, I'm not.
Well,
Whatever,
there
moving on.
is
it's gonna
no,
be-
the meaning of life, there is no fucking meaning. We're all just here.
Well, obviously, the
Meandering.
meaning of life is to procreate, right?
And then go in the dirt.
Oh, okay.
And then to fucking dissolve.
Is it bad that I don't want kids?
Well, I don't want kids.
So the meaning of life, I'm the opposite of. So I literally just go into
I
the
feel like
dirt.
that's a common
You
thing.
selfish fuck.
I don't like get into this whole like
Yeah, it's
you
just
know,
going to be a long-winded answer.
But yeah, like not wanting
42.
kids, I feel like is becoming more of a.
Dan's like, 42, shut
Move
up.
on. Good
Go on.
boy.
Good boy. Don't tell me that. I'll get a complex.
Oh, he's got daddy issues. Yeah. I don't know. Go on, just answer the question. Ask the question. Mama.
Do you each have a funny drunk habit? Like, I've obviously used the men's toilets many times. Didn't need to
I'm
say
guessing,
that, but
I'm
cool.
guessing that's from a woman.
Yes.
Yes.
It's from my cousin Danielle. Okay. She sent that last night. I was like, that's it. So much information.
There's a lot of information to process.
Why do you do that? How do you do it? Like, whatever.
How do you get away with
Yes, how do you get away with that? Do you know, dudes not be like, you're in the wrong fucking place? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
no.
actually, no,
No,
to be
because these
fair-
days people are like, whoa.
To be fair,
sorry.
I have accidentally gone to the toilet in the women's toilet before.
that? And nobody
When
said
I-
anything.
Luckily, one of our friends came in because it was me and my other mate. We both just went in there steaming fucking drunk. We both went to the cubicles, and then our mate comes in and we're just giggling. And they
You're not
go,
just
"What
like-
are you doing in the women's toilets?" And we both just start going,
You're not just like, where are the urinals?
"No, because I don't use a urinal."
I don't use urinal.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm a
Tiny
nervous
penis
weeer.
problems. I can't do
If you
it.
talk to me when I'm weeing, I will stop weeing.
If I if
Legit.
I can't lock
I don't
the
care if
door-
you're staring at my penis, but if you talk to me, it's game over.
if I can't lock the door and have my privacy when I want to piss,
Yeah, and you
I
know
ain't
what it's
doing
like when you're out, you're stood at a urinal, people will talk to you, blokes just randomly chat to you.
Yeah, but I'll just entertain them.
Yeah, but,
Yeah,
I
if I
don't,
want
but
to.
if you're talking to me, I can't piss. So in a cubicle, no one disturbs you. You just go wee wee, you know. Perry used to do it to me at Download all the time. He'd come stand next to me while I was pissing, like, you right? And I'm like, fuck you!
Don't talk to me!
midstream and I've stopped.
Like, shut up!
Oh, that's
Anyway.
wild. I don't really have any weird drunken habits.
I do.
Come on then.
But just fucking being a mess is a bad habit, isn't it?
Screaming.
I do scream. Yeah.
You're a fucking pain in the arse.
Yeah. Fucking liability.
Yes, trying to get you in a cab is a fucking pain in the arse.
Yeah.
You get real angry sometimes when you're drunk.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, it
Yeah,
depends
that's
on
not
my
a
mood.
regular thing though.
That's
That's
not
not
regular.
a regular
thing.
Once in a blue moon, no.
I think when I drink, I just get real quiet as opposed to chatty.
Oh, I don't. I just go fucking.
I feel like that's not really a habit. I feel like that's probably a mental health problem.
Yeah, probably.
But like, you know, we've spoken about it in the past where we go out and we drink and it just makes us feel real low.
I was sick in my
yeah,
pants
sorry.
one time.
Oh yeah, but we thought you got spiked though. This was ages
The
ago.
boss was sick in my pants.
Yeah, and in
And in a drawer on my lap.
I haven't heard that story.
Oh, have you not?
No.
So
Oh.
we're out in Coco one night in Camden.
Just him and
Well,
Perry.
me and Perry were out with a load of other people. And I told this on a podcast already, to be fair. So long story short, it took Perry like 4 cabs to get me home. And the whole time, every time I got into a cab, I was screaming, "I'm going to shit myself." So the taxi drivers kept kicking me out. So Perry then kept trying to get me on a bus. It took him 45 minutes to get me 5 minutes home in a cab. And then we got back to his, and he was like, "Are you alright?" And I went, "Yeah." No, what did I say? There's a Snapchat somewhere. He goes, "You alright?" And I went, "No." And he goes, "You sure?" And I went, "Yeah." Or the opposite of that, either way. Hilarious. And then I was shitting because my bowels were open for some reason. And whilst I was shitting, I needed to throw up. So I threw up all in my jeans and in my pants, like round my ankles. And then because Perry was like, "You've been sick everywhere," I took a drawer out of a wardrobe that was in the bathroom and was sitting in the drawer with it on my lap. Sitting, shitting, sicking, having a terrible time.
But then because I saw you the day after, because we had Comic-Con.
Yeah, there's that
we went
famous
to Comic-Con
video
the day
of me.
after, and there's a video of him with his eyes. I've never seen somebody look so
very
fucking
vacant,
just gone.
Yeah.
And he was talking about Subway, and you must have been spiked because
I was not in
you
a
were
good place.
not okay.
No.
You weren't like hungover as you were like still.
No. I bought a lot of Funko Pops and then was like, "I'm dead now. Can we go home?"
Yeah.
Put me in the dirt.
Yeah.
You think you've seen him real fucking deflated, where he's just like, "I want to go home." He wanted to go home.
I wanted to go home badly.
I've seen that enough lately.
Yeah. So, is there any more questions?
There's quite a few.
We didn't really answer that at all, the drunk habit.
Oh, sorry.
I just listed off.
Yeah, I don't really have a drunk habit, actually, other than lately it's just get a mayo chicken and go home. Is that a habit? It's always a mayo chicken.
It's always a mayo
it always
chicken.
is.
Mayo chicken and bacon. That's it. That's my habit.
What is yours?
I don't think I have one.
I don't really think I have one, to be honest.
I mean, I had a habit of getting really sad,
Yeah,
but that stopped.
I have a habit of drinking Long Island iced teas and Jägermeister, but that's just normal, isn't it?
We didn't get Long Island last night. Makes me sad.
I was already in the fucking dirt last night. That's why.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We'll move on then. Right.
Is there more?
Yeah?
Yeah, there's quite a few.
No, this isn't the question. This is just, I hope you have a great day.
I hope you have a great day.
Yeah.
Who said
Nice.
that?
Miyako Streamer probably said that completely wrong.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you
We're
very
having
much.
a nice day.
That's really
We've
kind
got
of
a
you.
gig to go to yet. I know Charlie sent a question as well. Is that on there?
Yeah, let me find it. 'Cause
maybe
that's
not.
on your Instagram.
Oh, it's fine.
and not our Instagram.
Charlie sent us a message in and said, "Why and how am I so fit?"
Is she so fit?
Yeah.
She's not.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Charlie, I've been proposing to you for weeks now, so just hurry up and marry me,
She
please.
tried to talk to me about crystals the other day.
Crystals?
Yeah. She was like, "I need you to be my crystal guru."
What does that mean? For energy?
Yeah, for like...
Those crystals you wank off and they give you energy, right? Do you wank the crystals or do you rub them?
Why
you
are
do
we giving
something.
crystals tuggies now? What's this?
Tuggies! Clapped.
Clapped into my mug.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
Yeah, I do that every week.
Yeah, love that.
Sorry, producer Dan. Yeah, crystals, do you wank them?
No.
Oh. Sorry, crystal lovers.
Have you ever heard of maybe, or just like decided to read a book?
So, this episode's finished.
No, it's not. We've got more questions. Have we? I don't know.
Do we? I
People
think we're
hate
done.
us.
I know we got
think
asked why my mum's so shaggable again. It's like, it's every week. She's
We'll ignore that.
Incredible.
So, yeah, because we've now gone well over an hour. And before we started, we were like, yeah, we'll keep it under an hour. And here we are.
And here we are. Well, I guess that's been another wild episode of Sad Boy Slumber Party.
Wild is the fucking...
Wild is definitely... Of course, if you made it to the end, fucking God bless you.
Oh, the lighting's a bit better this week.
Yeah, that's good. If you're watching it, I mean, Spotify, no one listens to that anyway, but...
I feel like we didn't do any Spotify numbers again this week, but YouTube, again, thank you very
YouTube,
much
thank
for everybody's
you for
positive
watching.
feedback and watching. And what we really want is for people to give us a thumbs up and to subscribe as well, because I am marketing boy. I looked into the analytics. About 50% of people aren't subscribed.
yeah.
So
So if
make
you're
sure
part of that 50%, where you at?
Yeah.
All you got to do is click the little red.
Click the little subscribe button.
And if you really like the content we make, click the notification bell, because you'll get notified every time we release a new episode.
And share it for us.
yeah,
Because that will help massively.
Yeah, because you know, sharing is caring. On that note, I guess we'll finish. Follow us on Instagram at Sad Boy Slumber Party. I still haven't managed
Oh, and
Twitter.
TikTok as well.
Oh, follow us on
Yeah,
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, we've got TikTok. Follow us at that's
We're too
also.
old for TikTok, but we've got it.
Dan looks after that. Producer Dan at Sad Boy Slumber Party on that as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all one word at Sad Boy Slumber Party. And remember, boy is BOI. Yeah. And I guess that's it for this week. We'll be back next week, probably doing a drunk podcast or something. Who knows?
Better plan.
We might have a plan.
Oh, actually, no, we didn't finish that top 10 list.
We'll go back into that.
We'll just go back into that if
We'll
we
go
have
back
nothing
into it.
else better to do.
And we'll be pissed. Who
Ghosts.
knows?
And yeah, we'll see.
Ghosts. Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks for being nice.
See ya!